Hello everyone and welcome to another UConn UPDC construction project update. Today is September 5th and we are on the Gant Phase I Renovation project. This will be our third video in the series and we're going to be taking you through the progress since our last update. Let's begin with our exterior elevations and a note that this green debris netting covering the scaffolding will be in place until all the work is completed behind. It's a safety netting until all the masonry, all the concrete restoration work is completed, the window surrounds and the windows, including caulking, are completed. It will be in place. And there'll be a type of unveiling when it's 100% at the end. Let's jump to the roof and the great progress we've made since our last video. So all of our concrete mechanical supporting walls have been cast. The forms have been removed. Both sections, west and east, as we mentioned, the two mechanical areas, east and west. I'm going to turn and look back the other way. What we see in white is our first layer of roofing, moisture barrier. And this area is 100% tight, and we're going to show you the drywall that's actually started below. And finally, we're going to finish up with our light court. The last time we were through here, they were just finishing up the main structure. In the meantime, the building has been racked, or what we call plumbed. The roofing is almost 100%, but most importantly, the tie-in to the existing has started, and they're prepared, if you look down low, to the existing roof. We're going to stop at this location right here because it shows quite a bit of what we're going on. So thankfully, we had an understanding on the existing flashing here. This is new flashing, but this black course of vinyl type of flashing only stopped here. We were getting water in here, hence why these two courses of bricks were removed, because this was not correct. We're going to make a better flashing before we put these two courses back on. Alright, so all the concrete gets refinished in here. It's a Kime product. Alright, we get it, so once, as we showed you, once the repairs to the structure are completed, you get an opportunity to see here the first court. A silica base with a cementitious silica cement product. This is a two-coat application, two-coat application. All right, boy, and it's really hard to even tell that this is our mock-up right in through here. So existing brick, great way on our east elevation. All the floors, all that brick was salvaged, 1,200 plus brick. Okay, so this is the existing brick. That's not on the mock-up. This is the mortar color right in through here. It's pretty close. You know, and as we sweep around the building, I showed you on the east elevation what's in the sun, what's not in the sun, what has a little bit of mold, all changes it. Some repairs in the future. That's a pretty good blend. So we're going to look at that later. Before you can approve a mock-up, it has to be installed, has to be cured, and then it has to be cleaned, and that's how it looks right over through there. Okay? But just as the mock-up area, these bricks will come down on the top. You can see what I was talking about with the existing flashing in through here. Now here's a great example of why the concrete has failed here. So these are the horizontal bars in through here, what we call stirrups that wrap around, that hold these in, sometimes called candy canes on the perimeter. This is at the slab level right in through here. These are pretty close. See how close they are to the exterior wall. Moisture gets in, pops and cracks. And there we go. So they remove the concrete, then they got to make sure the steel is either back far enough or it gets covered with a sealant so that the rust stops in the process. Great example of what causes concrete to go in the proximity of the rebar to the face. Last time we were here, the forms were up, our concrete roof curbs, mechanical support units were framed. They are now placed. Moisture barrier has been tied in. You can see the dark spots where the primer was installed. Okay, none of the permanent roofing, just our moisture barrier layer in here. That provides protection in this area. The big feet, all this concrete was pumped since the last time we were out here. Alright, you see the mechanic over there. Next will be starting with the penetrations, and then actually will be the metal curbs, and then the units coming. We continue traveling. We see our first penetrations, utility pipes. They come up to service the equipment. All right. There will be plenty more of these in the future. The massive ductwork, the penetrations that we saw down below, and we'll go down there and take a look in a second. Moving to 4, down 1 floor. First thing we noticed, massive HVAC ductwork is installed. The last time we were here, we took you to this opening to show you the shaft all the way down through there. Fantastic. And these are stopped. We were just up looking at the curbing up on top. There's plywood that's protecting this area. The ductwork is stopped here. Okay, once they get a little closer and the units are set, they'll tie the last bit of ductwork in through there. Okay, most noticeably, drywall has started on the exterior walls in through here. This green moisture resistant board right in through here has begun. All right, we saw last time all the top of the walls were being done in through here in the corridor, and now everywhere. And we'll take a peek over here to the south. Our classroom area is over in through here. And again, drywall has started. The mechanicals are in great shape in these areas in through here. We pop out onto 3. Huge difference. We were just up on 4. A little bit different process here. They were able to come down here and put the drywall in on the exterior of the wall. After all this closed cell insulation was shot in through here. Very nice. They still have the temporary protection up the plywood till the windows come in. Let's take a walk around here and look. We showed you last time this closed cell insulation. Building is going to be so much tighter. Going in through here. All right, we're going to walk to the north. So what a great way to see the sequence of construction. We're just on 4, a little further. We're now down on 3. These are going to be the office spaces in through here. Floors 1 through 4 are very similar. We're on 3 again. As we mentioned, on 4, the ductwork, okay, these what we call risers in our shafts are done first. You always get the bigger items out of the way before you move to the smaller items. Okay, the plumbing service, right? These are the coming up through the multiple floors in through here. The corridors have been established. All right. Perimeter ductwork that services the area on the exterior of the building. Again, the drywall has been installed. No real taping yet to this side. Popping out on 2, and just as I said, the sequence, but a great opportunity to get a little bit more drywall on the perimeter walls. We showed you the roof was tight. There's a reason they can do that. And again, our east mechanical unit, see the ducts, they get a little bit smaller, right? The further away from you get down to the unit, the smaller the ducts have to be. On the mains, ever so slightly, and then on the trunks and the distribution, we call it. Again, the corridors have been established. So quite a bit of drywall since the last time we were through here. Some mechanical systems, but it's pretty clear to tell the mechanicals are focused on 3 and 4. Finally, a tidbit, our old elevator shafts. Since the last time we were here, the concrete infills are in, all the penetrations are in. These are going to be our new electrical closet. Each floor, the second floor, you can see here where the elevator had to stop, is now going to be our electrical shaft. And it's a great spot to do that because it was already a contained fire-rated shaft for the elevator. Is exactly what we need for the electrical closets, because the pipes, the service wires go from floor to floor to floor. Okay, finally down on 1. All right. So again, the ducts that went all the way up through the roof, through on 4. Here they are here. At this, our risers, our pipes. This is the first thing that they always start in mechanicals. First thing they do is install the hangers, and they hang the pipes. All right, this curb here is new. Last time we were out here, we talked about how this whole area got pushed back out. This additional space we picked up right in through here. Right, here's the old line right in through here. This was all the overhang. Right, we look up, you can see where it was tied in right here. This additional space, fantastic. So again, all this curbs were installed since the last time we were out here. We're now on the first floor, our plaza area in through here. The demo was all complete. We came in here, we showed you the mechanical room previously in this section right in through here. We came up a little bit further. Some of the maple is still in here on some of the entrances in through here. Alright. Alright, now to our light core. Check the progress that we saw from down below. Now we're up here on the first floor. Okay, we can see this pour stop as I was talking about. The heavy plate looks like a solid 3/8 of an inch or plus plate for the concrete to come across here. The existing concrete here, and a pitch onto the roofing over and through here. All right, totally different perspective here. Be a great ad for the Gant Plaza ground floor and the entrance. Okay, our Northwest Science Quad has been finished up. This will eventually be the main entrance going out to the roadway in through here. Okay, some of the old ductwork, massive ductwork, get a chance to see up in the ceilings. So the trades are taking advantage of the opportunity to use this space before the finishes come in through here. So they need a place to stage, hold their equipment, hold their materials. Lastly, the first video, we talked about our gold standard and our LEED certification. You get a closer look at it. All the demoed material is separated right at the point of construction. It's all our masonry debris. It's actually in the bags, right? So it can be handled and transported. Drywall separated right in through here. So it's a big deal. It's a big expense. It's a big process to be, LEED gold. Again, it's the main physics, all of the labs down in here. We're going to want to follow down through this section and take a look at the progress on the light court since the last time we were here. We'll come down in through here, going to take a look, see what's going on. A lot of detail work on this small section right through here. Okay, we can see the iron workers are finished through the day. It's later in the afternoon. Our radius pour stop has been all completed in through there. That's where the new concrete slab comes out. It all gets tied in. You'll never see that open air, the light come through there again. The beam that supports that. That's a pretty heavy duty pour stop because it's got a little bit of an overhang onto it right through there. Little overhang on the structure. All right, we see the cables that were in place to get the building plumb. Sometimes they have to pull on it a little bit. It's locked in through here in the upper sections. They plumb it up, then they snap the bolts, weld it, and it stays in place. Pretty easy to see why it's called the light court. All right, the sun is out today, bright, open space. This is going to be the main feature point in the building and our renovation work. The corridors were in the center of the building in here, all tie into this section right in through here. It'll be a great spot. Our new columns that come down, existing columns over through here. And we'll keep an eye on the progress of the construction in this area. Again, today is September 5th, 2018, and we thank you for your interest in our university project. Remember to subscribe to our UPDC YouTube channel. At the bottom in red here, a click on the subscribe, a second click on the bell right next to it. Now you'll receive an automatic email every time we add a video to this site. We thank you for your interest in our university projects. Have a great day.